If you're new here, my name is Mike Hoffman. Over the last couple of years, I've been using this channel to show you how to grow, scale, and build a vending route from scratch. And if you've been around for a while, you've probably noticed the channel has been evolving and growing the last few months. We've been sharing a lot more recent success stories and also a lot more content from Anthony as well. This is not accidental. As my vending business and Vendingpreneurs has grown, my role has had to change. A big part of my focus now is making sure the program and Vend Hub continue to scale so we can continue to help as many people as possible. At a certain point, I realized if I stayed as the only voice of this channel, I wouldn't be giving you the most useful perspective anymore. My situation today is very different than when I first started. Not just because our vending business has grown, but because we're getting so many national contracts and helping our vendingpreneurs scale their routes. I've realized that a lot of the fundamentals of vending are linear. The basics never change. But what happens after that comes down to execution, determination, and where you're operating. Outside of my own route, one of the most fulfilling parts has been seeing other people build their own routes and have success with their business. What's more valuable than hearing me explain the business over and over again? It's seeing how it's being executed by people building their business in real time. Anthony is the perfect example of that. He came into Vendingpreneurs as one of our first students and continues to scale it now up to over $102,000 a month. Going forward, a lot of the perspective on this channel will be from people like him.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Anthony. I came into Vendingpreneurs as a student in 2023. Early on, Mike played a big role in helping me. He helped me think bigger about how to build and really scale a route. But before vending, my background was real estate. So I approached vending through the lens of location first. I qualified locations the same way I qualify properties. Foot traffic, demand, and whether people are actually there every day. That mindset is what changed everything for me. Once I stopped placing machines, I started building a real route. Early on, I made the same mistakes everybody makes. Placing machines where it was convenient for me. Like in dealerships, goes to a convenience store, you name it. But once I focused on why my best locations were performing, that's when I actually started seeing money come in. Big part of that came from Mike being in my ear early on. Not just teaching me the fundamentals, but really pushing me to make decisions that made me feel uncomfortable at that time. One of those decisions was actually buying a van and hiring a stocker.
Yeah, I remember telling you can't do $25 an hour tasks all the time.
Exactly. It was one of the best decisions that I ever made in the business. That's the perspective that I want to keep bringing to the channel. Not theory or hypotheticals, but what it actually looks like when you're in it. Actively securing locations, building systems, hiring, and making decisions that let the business grow without it owning your life like it used to for me. My situation isn't unique. There's a lot of people inside Vendingpreneurs who are building real routes in different markets, different stages, and running into different challenges. Moving forward, you're going to hear from more than just me. You'll continue to see other Vendingpreneurs on this channel sharing what's working for them, what hasn't worked, and how they're scaling in their area. Because the fundamentals are the same, but the execution could look vastly different. This depends on where you live and how you operate. For example, I'm operating in Chicago, and Mike is operating in Oregon. The locations, the pricing, the competition could look extremely different. Mike might prioritize one type of location, but in Chicago, I might focus on a whole different metric of foot traffic. Same game, different fields.
And that's exactly the point. This channel was never meant to be just one person talking forever. Our focus with our community is all about strength in numbers. I'm excited for Anthony and some of our other VPs to show behind the scenes footage of their routes on this channel with their different perspectives and stages of their business.
So if you're newer to vending, this will show you exactly what's ahead. And if you've already been building your business, you'll actually start hearing perspectives that match where you're at.
This is the next phase of the channel, and we are excited of what's ahead.